What is going on, guys? Judo Sloth here and welcome to another how-to video at Town Hall 8. This one is for the Dragons and Hogs. Gonna use my two attacks from a recent war that we had to break this down and show you the strategy, but as ever, keep it as short and sweet as possible. And just before we start, if you are interested in joining the clan, details are on the screen there now. Come join us. We're always looking for active team players who are wanting to improve their game. Just make sure to pop in the request that you came from my channel because we don't accept whilst we're in war. Now moving on to how I like to use Dragons and Hogs at Town Hall 8, it's more of a mass dragon attack, zap-quaking one of the air defense, using Hog Riders to get a second and take out a section of the base, and then bringing your dragons in for the third. And as ever guys, it will always depend on the base setup. There may be a better option, but this strategy is very good for picking apart bases, and then once the air defense are down, dragons are really strong at Town Hall 8. Now in general, the first stage of this attack is that I like to zap-quake one of the air defenses. Now that's going to be the hardest to get to air defense. That might be because of the location of it, or the position of the air sweeper as well. In this one, it's going to be the northeastern one, just to the right hand side of the town hall. Once that's down, I can almost forget about that air sweeper because I'm going to attack from behind it. You then need to know which air defense to path your hogs to, but you need to ensure that the enemy clan castle does not engage your hogs. So a lot of the time you might do this by bringing in your dragons towards the final air defense first, and then once the clan castle engages your dragons, you can bring in your hogs at the back end towards that last air defense. You will see on this one that I was able to nip the lure at the top with a single barbarian, and then I was able to draw that castle away from the air defense I was bringing my hogs to, and that just ensured that it didn't get any damage on my dragons. So it's all been going on in the background, but I put a poison spell in on the enemy dragon in order to limit the amount of damage on my own dragons again. I then used my king to distract some of the defences and bring in castle hogs and 3 of my own towards that back air defence. I also like to use a heal spell there just to make sure you get it, and it can also help your hogs to take out a little bit more of the base. You can use a rage as you're funneling your dragons towards the other air defense, but if you fail to get the air defense on the back with your hogs, you're basically not going to get the 3-star. So I always like to use that on my hogs, because the dragons, if you funnel them correctly, you have 9 of them, you should be able to get them to that remaining air defense. And once we've completed the above stages, that's it. We're not even at 60%, but we can't change the outcome. You can set your iPad down, go get a drink, let them dragons just roll through the rest of that base. Once you've done your part and took the air defense out, nothing is going to stop them dragons. That balloon and skeletons know that these are going to burn this base to the ground. So in summary for the strategy, step 1 is to zap-quake the hardest to get to air defense. Step 2 is planning out how you're going to take a second air defense down with hogs. I like to drop 1 dragon out of my army, so I have 4 hogs of my own and 5 in the clan castle. Bear in mind that you need the enemy clan castle occupied before you bring your hogs in. So it might be that you have an additional step, as you saw in that raid, where you draw the enemy clan castle out and bring them down to where you're going to bring your dragons in. Or it might be that you jump straight into step 3, which is funneling your dragons in towards the remaining air defense, and then once the enemy clan castle engages your dragons, you can bring your hogs into the other air defense freely. So demonstrating that all to you again, this time on this anti-3-star base, the hardest to get to air defense is obviously going to be the one in the centre. I was a little bit wary of giant bombs on the left hand side there next to the air defense, so I decided to path my hogs to the air defense on the right and drag in to the left. From doing that, it also means that my dragons aren't hitting the air sweeper head on, although I was thinking that in step 1 that you just saw zap-quaking that first air defense, that I might have been able to take it down. Not to worry, it's not going to affect us, and since I can't lure the clan castle, I can't send my hogs into the air defense I want to without engaging the clan castle, so I'm jumping straight into step 3 and funneling my dragons in towards their target air defense. In order to do that, I started with a couple of dragons at either side from that bottom left corner. That enabled me to take out a couple of buildings out of range of the air defense, but also then have a tighter spread pushing through the elixir storages to the air defense. You'll see that I popped my king in again on the right hand side to distract some of the defenses, and then popped my hogs in with the heal spell in order to get that third air defense down. And you'll see at this point again I have a wide spread of dragons up and there's no air defenses left. Now, one other tip that I want to give you is other options for your king. In this raid you will see that I have 2 archer towers at the very back that I have to get to last. If you're very confident of getting the air defense with your hogs without using your king to distract, you can use him on the back end in order to distract them archer towers as your dragons are coming through. Failing that, you can always use him to help funnel your dragons by taking out a couple of buildings to help push them to their target air defense. And that wraps up the strategy, guys. You will be very surprised at how many bases you can take down with this. It's a very generic army, so you can always cook this up if you're pushed for time and get it to work on a lot of different bases. It's just something else to have in your toolkit. Make sure to drop me a comment down below if that was helpful. I hope you find success with it, and don't forget to subscribe for more attack guides and clash content. This has been Judo Sloth, and until next time, peace out, guys.
Stay tuned for more Clash of Clans.